Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to the class. So we have covered reflection part of the chapter light. If you see, the name of the chapter is light, reflection and refraction. Today we are going to start the new topic, that is the refraction of light. Now, to begin with, what is the refraction of light? The refraction of light may be defined as the phenomena of change in direction of light when it passes from one medium to another. In reflection, if you remember, the light was only traveling in one medium. That was actually air. But in refraction, we will have two or more medium, means light will travel, maybe let us say from air, it will travel to glass, then from glass to air, then from air to water, water to oil and different material. So as you all know, the speed will vary when the light will travel from one medium to another medium. Its speed will change, isn't it? If you're going on a road which is full of traffic, then your speed will change. And if you're going on a road where less traffic is there, your speed is changing, isn't it? Same way, when light is moving in different medium, its velocity changes, and that only gives uh, the birth of the phenomena which is known as refraction of light. So the cause of refraction of light when it passes through one medium to another is the difference of the velocity of light in different media. So if it is asked why does refraction take place? It takes place because in refraction light travels from one medium to another medium, and in every medium the speed of the light varies. As you already know that the maximum, but you have to remember this, the maximum speed of light is in vacuum or air, and that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay, but it becomes 25% slow when it travels in water and 35% slow when it travels in glass. So you can see now how the speed is varying when it is moving from one medium to another. Thus, when light passes from one medium to another, its speed changes, and due to the change in speed of the light, the refraction of light takes place. So this is called as glass slab. Okay, it is a kind of brick kind of material which is made up of glass. And this figure is actually showing you how an incident ray, when passes through a glass slab. Now this is the incident ray now. This is the normal. Normal is actually the perpendicular drawn from the incident ray. This is the normal. So you see, when the incident ray is coming in the glass slab, when it enters in the glass slab, how it moves, it bends towards the normal. Okay, you can see the figure. And when it passes out of the slab, again it bends away from the normal. Can you see? This is the normal. So this is away from normal, and this you can see now, less distance is there, less angle is there, and this is called towards the normal. So these things you have to remember, means when it will travel in uh, glass or water or oil, it will bend away, because it depends upon the tendency of the medium. What kind of medium is that? So let us see what are the mediums. So now you have some important terms related with refraction of light. Whenever we talk about refraction of light, we talk about medium. Medium is actually the substance through which the light is passing. A medium is any transparent substance through which light can pass. It is of two types. One is your optically denser, rarer medium. Rare means light, not the light which we are talking about. Halka means it's less in weight. Okay, not this light through which we can see. So an optically rarer medium is that medium in which the speed of light is more. So if the medium is light, means its weight is less, so there the speed of the light will be more. For example, water is an optically rarer medium than glass, and air is an optically rarer medium as compared to both water and glass. Now you have an optically denser medium. An optically denser medium is that medium in which the speed of light is less. So how are you going to remember these things? If I say this is the medium 1 and this is medium 2. Now a ray of light is incident on the medium. So first what we will do, we will draw a normal on the surface, isn't it? So this is your what? Angle of incidence, isn't it? Now if you see that mediums are different, this is medium 1, this is medium 2. So in general, when the same medium was there, then what was happening? Then it was reflected back with the same angle of the normal, isn't it? This was your angle of incidence and this was your angle of reflection. Then angle I was equal to angle R in case of reflection. But now we are talking about refraction. It is not we are not considering this refracted ray case. It is actually passing because the medium is transparent medium, and you know in transparent medium light passes, but it won't follow, it will not make same angle. Either it will bend towards normal or it will bend away to normal. Two possibilities will be there. This is the actually this line is the normal. This is the normal. Blue line is the normal. So what will happen? Either it will bend towards normal or away from normal. Okay, and that depends. If medium 1 is light and medium 2 is heavy, then what will happen? Then light will bend towards normal. And the opposite case will be there when the opposite will happen. That is what is written. An optically denser medium is that medium in which the speed of light is less. For example, water is an optically denser medium than air, and glass is an optically denser medium than both. You just have to remember, if the medium is denser, the light will bend towards the normal, and if it is rarer, it will move away from the normal. So now we have some rules of refraction of light. What does the rule 1 says? It says that when ray of light goes from optically rarer to an optically denser medium, it bends towards the normal. That's what I was explaining to you just now. So this is this is optically rarer medium. Okay. And this is optically denser medium. Then what is happening? You can see it is bending towards the normal. Now here your angle I is more and angle R is less. Can you see? And what will be the other rule? The other rule will be just opposite of it. So before that, let us see what are the angle of incidence and angle of refraction. Now angle of refraction. Earlier we studied about the angle of reflection, but now it is angle of refraction. So to get the angle of incidence, first draw a normal NON dash perpendicular at the point O. At the point O means when incident light is coming, it is strike the medium at point O. So from point O you have to draw a perpendicular on the surface of the medium. Okay, perpendicular, you know, no, perpendicular is your 90 degree. Now the angle of incidence may be defined as the angle between the incident ray and normal. You always have to draw, this is the surface, this is your incident ray. To find angle of incidence, what you will do? First, you have to draw a perpendicular on the surface. Then this angle will give you angle I. Okay. Now, angle of refraction. Angle of refraction is the angle between the refracted ray and normal at the point of incidence. So, this was the point of incidence. From point of incidence, we have drawn the line, perpendicular line, which is passing in both mediums as N, O and N dash. So, now angle of refraction is the angle between the normal and the refracted ray, and it is represented by R. But here your angle I will not be equal to angle R. This you have to remember, and it is clear from picture also. Now rule 2, as I said, when a ray of light goes from optically, so this was the denser medium and this is the rarer medium, then what will happen? Then it will move away from the normal. You can see also here, this is the normal now, so it is towards the normal. This angle is less, and away means angle will be more. Then only it will be away now. Okay, so In this case, the angle of refraction will be greater than the angle of incidence, that you can see also. When denser to rarer, so then angle of incidence is smaller than angle of refraction, or angle of refraction is greater than angle of incidence. In the same way, when a beam of light goes from glass into air or from glass into water, it bends away from normal. So this was all. We discussed all the things today. So this will be your home assignment. You have to write the questions. All the answers are already given, and I'm sure by now you must have learned all the answers. What are the types of medium we studied? Optically rarer and optically denser medium. So define optically denser medium. In optically denser medium, what happens? The light travels towards, when light passes, it bends towards the normal. Example you can give. Define rarer medium. Angle of incidence we talked about. For refraction of light, and angle of refraction also we talked about for refraction of light. Sixth, ray of light goes from optically rarer to denser medium. Just now we have seen, isn't it? When the glass was passing, this was rarer and this was denser. Then what was happening? So let us say this is your incident ray. It was passing from this point. We have drawn a normal. So from rarer to denser, it will bend towards the normal. So I have asked you to show with the help of diagram both the cases. All the cases we have studied today. So by now you must be very sure how refraction, why refraction takes place, between which two medium it take place, and when the medium changes, like from rarer to denser and denser to rarer, how does the refracted ray changes its movement. So your today's activity will be to read the glass slab experiment which is given in your book, that you will understand. So in your glass slab activity, when you will see now, so what happened? One incident ray is coming, and then it is bending towards the normal because this is glass and glass is heavier. And after going, then again they are drawing a normal at this point, and after going out of the glass, it is again bending away from normal. And you will see that these two lines, this angle of incident wali line and this line which is passing out, both of them are parallel. That's what you have to see. And this was called, this will be called as incident ray, this will be called as refracted ray, and the third ray, what will it be called? It will be called as emergent ray. So please draw the diagram of the glass slab in your copy. Once you draw it, you will understand all the activities there. So that was all for today, my dear students. I hope you must have understood the topics explained. For other doubts, you can always clarify in the doubt clearing session. Thank you. Have a nice day.